welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
A little release to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Quarterback changing the play. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Quick give. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch Madness. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. There he goes. Inside. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks.
there's a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands. Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the back. Can't get him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll ride him again. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
To throw, Manning. Looking long. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And man, guys, we talked about this one coming in. Like, this matchup on the outside is going to go a long way in determining the game. This is really good on really good. And so far, obviously, the DB wins. It's 1-0 DB. Nice job playing the football, playing coverage on the outside, not giving up the big play. I have a feeling, guys, though, that ain't the last time we're going to see this matchup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. He's out of bounds and short. Just short of the line to gain, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up an explosive play, but you get some good yards on that, and you give the opposing defense now something else to think about. You've got these screens in your back pocket, and you're going to use them.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
The run inside. It's Riley. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Line getting set on second down. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Riley. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Right back to the well. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Riley. Fighting off the defender. Got a little press. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the tie. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Riley. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They got Zippo Zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He'll try the left side. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Manning. Stepping to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the single back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows.
Going over the top. Got it in stride at the 15. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. DB's right up on the receivers. Throwing Manning into the end zone, into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got him in the flat. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then That ball's not going anywhere, and you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here's Manning to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's got the tight end. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Put 6 on the board.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Defense in press coverage. Snap to the back. Look out! The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Arch is going to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Bear. Good, strong tackle.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
To the air, it's Manning. Fires left. He's got it, and he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Rush is on, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's Arts to throw. It's complete to the left. Oh, the sweet feet. Offense on the move. Hey, big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Extending the play. He's going to run it. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. But you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
To throw, it's Manning. Looking left. Has it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball. They'll need a bunch on second down. Smith wants to throw.
He lets one fly deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Finds his target. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw one first. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Smith dropping to pass. Under pressure. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 8 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Yellow Jackets coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Tide ready to roll on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on...
Makes a grab and room to run. Rams him with the stiff arm. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Rush right in his face. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Unloads to the right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they...
There he goes. He's inside the 40. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Gonna run it. It's Griffin. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. Rolls right. Out wide right, it's Riley. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's 3rd down, man, it's eyes on the quarterback. Break as soon as the hand separates from the football. You see the slant coming in behind. Nice job making your presence felt. They want to throw those, they need to pay for them. Be physical, make sure he doesn't catch that football.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Runs through the tackle. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Arch Madness. Right side, it's Rodgers. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. Alabama pushing the tempo. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. The quarterback sneak stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
I love the attitude of this defense. They were expecting quarterback sneak or something quick hitting on that play, and they just buckled up and drove the offensive line back, able to stop the QB behind the line of scrimmage.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Riley. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Sells to fake. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to fire to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just got rid of that one.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Long way to go on second down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. To throw, Manning. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Now here's Manning. Gonna let it fly. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They'll run him again. See some running room. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 with a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Ducks are marching down the field. Straight ahead, it's Riley. Oh, he's got some space. He got some room.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Manning. They're all over it. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Manning. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown tie. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Smith dropping to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Gets the back moving. Snaps on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for the edge. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd down, red zone play, ground alive. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. Plows through the defense. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith wants to throw. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Soft spot in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. snap on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Smashes through the tackle. Got some room to run. He's at the and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Rush is on. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Riley. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? But you got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about clean.
Snags it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And the extra point is good. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here's Manning to throw. Here comes the heat. Caught. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.